Matters, an interactive program brought to you by MTA International.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome to another program of Faith Matters, an interactive program in which we discuss a number of topical issues regarding the religion of Islam. As usual, today we're going to be bringing you the answers to a number of questions raised by you, the viewers. Today we've got a number of very fundamental questions to answer. What is the purpose of religion? What does Islam teach in terms of actions that one was to take in one's daily life? What are the proofs of the hereafter? Those and a number of other questions, inshallah, we will be dealing with over the next hour, and answers will be provided by the scholarly panel. With me today in the studio, I have Imam Ataul Mujib Rashid Sahib, who is Imam of the London Mosque and Missionary in Charge, United Kingdom, Maulana Naseem Bajwa Sahib, who is Missionary at the Baitul Futuh Mosque in London, and Dr. Zahid Khan Sahib, who is President of the Qaza Board UK. Turning to the first question, we'd like to start with a question asked by James Pearson from Glasgow. Thank you very much, James, for your questions. And really a very fundamental question to start the program with. James asks, why does one need religion if one is already happy in one's life? It's a fundamental question. I think everyone must ask it, and everyone certainly does. And perhaps could ask the panel to shed some light on the answer.
Everyone must know as well the answer. Well, in my opinion, first important thing is to find out what is religion. People may have different definitions of their own, but a very simplified definition, which I think will be agreed by most of the people, is that religion means the sum total of that divine guidance which our Creator and Maker has furnished to mankind from time to time in order to regulate and to improve our lives here, so that we can do justice to the obligations that we share as a human being with other beings, and also in family, in society, in national level and universal level. So at all stages, whatever our responsibilities are there, we may be able to discharge them properly. And as a result of that, we should be pleasing the Creator who has given us the life. This is, to my mind, very brief, simplified definition of religion. Now, this question in this context is very interesting. Somebody says, I am very happy. People may be happy, but they may not be. They consider that, yes, I am happy. But actually, in reality, if you probe, if you find out from them, many such examples are there where people may be just happy superficially. I think we can say that if we are claiming, or somebody is claiming that I am happy, there should be some signs of happiness to be seen in his life. And the real happiness, according to Islam, is that which is enjoyed by the heart of a person. And Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, Allah bi zikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. It is with the remembrance of Allah that really the hearts get the satisfaction and all the happiness. So I think there should be some result of that happiness very clearly visible in the life of a person. Otherwise, we can see that a large number of people, like the questioner, they would be claiming today that they are very happy. But look at the rate of the suicide happenings. In very highly developed, advanced countries, the rate of suicide is increasing. So why is that? That is the symbol of frustration, and on the other side, people say they are very happy. So it's a very interesting question which we have to discuss further.
Rajab, on this topic, obviously people can say that they may be happy, but as Imam Sahib has pointed out, one needs to look at a deeper level. And also there is the impact that one's actions has on society. And there's also a very close link between the importance of religion and social harmony and peace.
Right. The Arabic word for religion is ad-din, and deen means a way of life. Now everybody has to live his life according to any code of conduct. Now the only question is whether we should follow the way of life which is suggested by any human being, or we should follow a way of life which is given by our Creator. Now here in our day-to-day life we see that whenever any machine, for example, comes, we buy a television, suppose. Along with it, there is instruction book. Who gives you the instruction book? The one who has made it. The one who has not made it, he can't give you the instruction book. Always manufacturer provide you. But if you start making your own instruction book and don't follow that instruction book which is given to you by the manufacturer, you will be in trouble. Now the question is, who is the maker and manufacturer of human beings? Is there anyone other than God Almighty? None. So it means the one who has created you, only he can give you the instruction book. So this is why we have to follow that instruction book, and that is religion, in fact, divine religion, where you have got a book from God Almighty, where you are given some commandments that this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do. And if you follow that, that means you are following that guidance which you are provided by the manufacturer, the maker. So this is why we should follow that. Otherwise, another problem is that if any human being will give you some do's and don'ts, the result will be, because he is human being, he will have his personal choices.
Yeah.
But in the case of God, he doesn't have any personal choice, you see, in your day-to-day life. So he will give you such teaching which is neutral for everybody, because he belongs to everyone. He doesn't belong to any one particular society or particular group of people. This is why his teaching will be neutral, whereas the teaching of any other person or any other nation or any group of people, that will have some they will take some side of for some people, which is for their own benefit. Now, as far as this happiness is concerned, that was also mentioned. Happiness is a relative term, and it will have different meanings to different people. The person who has the religion, he has also experienced some sort of happiness. At the other hand, the person who has not experienced any religion, how he can know that what sort of happiness is there with the person who believes in religion or who is practicing that religion? So unless he practices any religion, he cannot compare both happinesses. This is why we would like to say to those people who say that we don't need religion, we say, okay, let's try, and then you will be able to make a comparison, you will be able to make a decision which way of life is better, without religion or with religion. So let them try at least.
Yes.
I mean, as individuals, we are part of a bigger picture, that we are part of a family, we are part of a community, we are part of society. And with that comes interaction between different parts of the society. And you may be in a cocoon of your own, but when you come to interactions with other parts of the society, you begin to realize with this interaction come new problems and sometimes new solutions. Looking at the modern society, for instance, we can see all the problems that exist in society that are there. From a financial viewpoint, if we can just take that, because that is something that is in our viewpoint at the moment, financial hardship then impacts on family life. It impacts on losing your possessions, losing your house, and that then causes trouble within the families, and we have breakdown of families, we have families, units that break down, that leads on to other social problems. So this all impacts on because of society, and as an individual, you cannot shield yourself away from all these problems. So it is said that societies with a religion are more likely to survive because of the compassion, because of the community spirit, because of the laws that you have to follow, and because of basically being told what is right and what is wrong. We know that governments and science have not had the answers to all the problems that exist in society today. But religion certainly has these answers and certainly helps people to get around these. We also at the same time have a responsibility to our Creator. We have not been created without purpose, and therefore this is the responsibility that we must fulfill to our Creator. So this is a larger picture, and if you look at it on a very minute scale, then we do not fit the jigsaw in that pattern.